honestly think they do suit the 411. Anyway, good morning. It is currently 20 past 6. Just making my way to Eden Street now. And we are going to get the 65 to Kew Bridge, and then we're going to get the N9. So you'll be in for a bit of a game today for the morning. Obviously the whole day is going to be in this video, but yeah, I'm just saying. So enjoy. It's not like it's really new departing at this time anymore, is it? Because I literally depart from this at this like 6 o'clock or something all the time now, you know. It's just nothing new. But obviously today I left at, I'd say 5:50. 65 coming in, that'll be my bus later. So that'll be my bus next. As obviously Sunday service, they're not so regular. Because they're not regular today, obviously, because it's a Sunday service. So they're running like every half hour-ish, I guess. So yeah, next bus we are getting from Kew Bridge, hopefully, should be LT44. Because otherwise, I've got up for no reason now. I could have just laid in bed for a bit, but if that is the case, I'm going to be fucking annoyed, because I've got up that early to catch it and then didn't come, and then obviously we'll have to try again next week, but hopefully that don't happen. But AO, who knows, but chances are it will probably be running, because obviously they do always run that 6:55 or something, no, 6:35 at least. But yeah, God knows. But yeah, I'm sure it will come. I'm sure it will come. I was trying to look for like other plans to like get there at like to Hammersmith or something for 7, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's trying to make me leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just know my parents wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't. That's why I've never done a night bus on YouTube before, so this is going to be a very good experience, I hope. I'm sure it will be. If it's been cancelled, I'm going to be absolutely furious. Like, really, really furious, because I've travelled all that up, because I've got up that early to do this, and then I'll have to do it again next week. Just so annoying. Because I know there is actually meant to be a 6:55 one, but apparently that never runs. So I don't know where they got that timetable from. I think the last one of the day is actually 6:30 from Aldwych, but there you go, just typical N9 for you, mate. Well, no, because we're going to get to Kew Bridge anyway before it, but if we can get to Kew Bridge any quicker, I'd really appreciate that. So that we can spot 2 of them N9s, but obviously I don't think that's going to happen. I really do want to start doing like night routes and all that, but that'd still be a year from now, because my parents said when I'm 18, but here's the thing. I'm not 18 yet, and I'm trying to get on the N9. No, I'm not. I'm not even 18, so yeah, they didn't think this through, did they? But oh well. So here comes a scummy 281, which could do with some new buses. Something like... Well, I think I'll tell you what would suit it. Well, we can't say Gemini 3s because they already do them. You know what? Maybe it should get the Scanias back. But obviously they're not very reliable anymore, are they? Because they're old. They're like... Well, the Scanias, they're like 10 years older and all that. Oh my god. They were literally built when I was born. That's the jokes thing about it. Because that's the year they were built. Is that my bus there? Please be. Please. Hopefully it's left early. That'll be a bonus. No, it's a 71. Oh my god, seriously? It's got Chessington on the front. I'm not even going to bother saying anything. Not like it's a big deal anyway. Because Terminator, the next stop anyway. The driver seems to have got out for some reason. Maybe he's out of driving hours, I don't know, but he could have been doing the N65 overnight. Nope, he's just come out to stare at something. But there you go, that's just first bus, innit? First bus do the weirdest of shit. Right, so next bus is ours, it should be a 65 to Kew Bridge. And we'll be getting off at Kew Bridge and getting the N9, hopefully. Because otherwise I'm going to be very annoyed. Or that I've got up that early for it to not come. But unless the bus for it is broken down. They might, worst case scenario, they'd get the bus behind to do the run, but... Yeah. And here's the most annoying thing, yeah? I can't get the train into Central today until 7 o'clock because the trains ain't running. Because the trains don't run till 7 o'clock on a Sunday, which is so annoying. But there you go, that's just typical southwest. Well, on this case we're calling them shit western, but to be honest, they've always been shit western. If I get to Kew Bridge and this bus doesn't come, I'm going to be absolutely furious because I've got up that early to do it and then it doesn't come. And I'll also be putting a complaint to TfL. I don't care because I got up that early to do it and yeah. I don't know because by the looks of it, it's subbed off, but I have the gut feeling that it'll come untracked. So we're still gonna wait for it. But if not, we're just gonna have to get a 237. But I'm hoping it won't be that case. Hopefully it will be that case, is what I should be saying. That it's coming untracked. But who knows, but hopefully it should come. Because I'll be very annoyed otherwise. Otherwise I'm going to do my own protest about this. 7:22 should be the last bus, so it better come, because I'll be annoyed. Okay, so by the looks of it, rail replacements are running as well today then. Which isn't brilliant news. Because we know what could potentially happen now. I think that is definitely a rail replacement. Anyway, so we're going to leave it till past. If it doesn't come before past, we'll either get the rail replacement or we'll get a 237 to Hounslow, and then get the not the H91. Don't know why I said the H91, because that doesn't even go. Where is it? It doesn't go Heathrow, does it? So it would be the 423 from Hounslow or something. So yeah, hopefully it will come, but it just won't be tracking, which could be the case. Fingers crossed. But obviously I can't track it because the bus times tracker's all fucked up again for like the 10 millionth time in a row. But yeah, that's just typical bus times, unfortunately. But it's only the London ones that stop tracking, but the other ones, every other city hasn't got a problem with tracking, like B Network and all that. But yeah, there you go. It better come, because otherwise I've left early for no reason. Obviously I can't, well, I mean, I know I threatened to put a complaint in this morning, but I was just a bit pissed. Just really pissed. But no rock. Then I realised I thought it could be untracked. I mean, it could have broken down or something, but I hope it hasn't, because otherwise that means we've got up this early for no reason. I do want to get the N87 done at some point, but it's just getting to the N87 that'll be an issue. Because the last bus of the day is at like 5 to 5 in the morning, and I know that it will be a rejection. I could do the N65 though, technically. I find it stupid though that I'm doing a night bus out of my own in Kew Bridge, but yet I can't do one in my local area. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Well, hopefully doing a night route, but if it doesn't show up, I'm going to be pissed. But obviously it wouldn't be a good reason to put a complaint into TfL. Well, it would be, but they probably wouldn't give a shit. Oh, there it is. Lovely. It's here. Yes. It's here, it's here, it's here. Yes. I knew it. Here we go, here we go. We did it. Okay, so I guess 31, we can flag it down here then. So yeah, that N9 guard, that was a joke. That was a good route. Honestly, loved it. I'd do it again, to be honest, except maybe next time I'll get it from the start. But wow, man. So next bus we're after is the 31. We're going to take it to Camden. And then we're going to get E88. God, the 316 really does not suit them. And look, this one's making an unscheduled stop. You're not even supposed to stop there. You're not even supposed to stop there. I'm joking, they're on a diversion, so they still have to. Right, is that the 31? No, it is a 220. It used to say 220 back in the day. Oh no, it's a 207. Stupid me, man. Innit? But yeah, it used to go 220 to Wandsworth. God. That was mad. That was like 2010 or something like that. Wonder where this has come from. Oh, I know where this has come from. This has come from Willesden on the 260. Look, if I put my hand out for the... I don't know why it's only the single deckers that are stopping there. Well, we don't know about that because we haven't caught the 31 yet. But no, that's not it. What's the 228 doing down here? That bus don't stop here. I don't think it's on diversion. I don't think so. And I'm not getting the 228, so... Because we're getting the 31. Hopefully it'll be one of them. I don't want a Metro Decker. I know I said I'd do it last week, but I didn't. Okay, so yes, it is stopping here. Why is it this part of London where the drivers are very, very friendly? I don't know, but we'll find out, innit? But obviously it's TfL policy, isn't it, to stop at all bus stops while on diversions, so... But at least we know we're safe, well, hopefully. What's that there? 31, there we go, my bus. Might not need to flag it down, well, I'm going to flag it down anyway. Because I know what TfL diversion buses are like. Well, he is pulling in, so... Last bus. So there's the 31 I just come off with. Yeah, we'll just get the next bus to Central, I guess. And there's only revenue on there. God, man, it's a bus, man. Stick to the trains. I mean, £1.75 is nothing. I mean, I don't even have to pay because I'm under 18, so boom. So I've got a free child card, yeah? Because I'm under 18, I don't have to pay. On TfL anyway, but other bus companies, unfortunately, yeah, well, it's just annoying. You know what? I'm really pleased with myself today, man. Because I've just done my second night route ever. Now, you lot might actually be surprised, but it isn't actually the first time I've been on a night bus. On my own, yes. Definitely yes on my own. Because about maybe nearly 10 years ago, it was when 57 just joined Go Ahead, and it was when they had B70L still roaming around. It was on the N87 when I lived in Rains Park. I got it from Rains Park and took it to Kingston, and then we got the 57 back because that was the only other bus we could get from, obviously. Yeah, anyway, I will see you all at Westminster. I don't know why I should put the next stop's closed. It's meant to be on you're supposed to put diversion, not next stop closed. That's bare weird. It's meant to go on diversion, not next stop closed. It's not stopping at the next couple of them, actually. The actual should have done shit wrong there. I've just realised what I want to do. I want to do a rail replacement. Oh, why did I come this way? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, not a big deal now. No, maybe we should do it in the other direction this time. Here we go to Stansted. Should we get on it? Now, Jacob, we caught a National Express. Please, no. More public nuisances everywhere again. Looks like it's another day of a public nuisance. Don't know what this 490 is doing down here. To Norwich. Would they even come this way? No, should we go Crystal Palace? No. That's too much now. That's too much. Too long. I just want to find a bin. That's what I'm mainly doing. Obviously, I can't check when the 274 is due. Oh shit, it's right there. Right. Looks like we're going to be quick then. And flag it down, of course. I was originally going to get out, but I saw 274, so why not? That bus journey was an absolute nightmare. It was an absolute oven. God. it's just long, honestly. Such a long journey. It's stopping everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So annoying. And it's boiling as well. It's like 23 degrees out here. But obviously it's the UK innit, so it's literally horrible and sticky. But at least we've got a nice sunshot, I think. But still, 23 degrees in other countries, it's so cool. It's actually not so boiling. Like heat as in you feel like you're gonna pass out. I didn't personally feel like I was gonna pass out, don't worry about me. But God, it was boiling. So I started walking the rest of the way to my block because it's just too hot. It's too hot to sit on a bus, man. Way too hot to sit on a bus. You know what? I'll make my way to Piccadilly and then I'll do some tubes for a bit. Because at least I can cool down in there. Kind of, at least. Shall I get on that Manchester bus up there? Yeah, next stop, Piccadilly Circus. And my deodorant can's run out, so I need to go and get another one. Right, just got my can. Some Lynx Africa, you know. Because it is absolutely boiling out here. I'm like, nah, I'm running out. I need a spare for during the day, innit? Oh wait, oh no, that's 98, isn't it? I was just about to say, that goes Piccadilly, doesn't it? But it doesn't. Stupid idiot. But, that's me, the stupid idiot. What's this coming? 189, that's not going to do anything. Although I do like a little bit of a Boris, but not at this time of year. That row replacement, God, that was boiling as well. You know what I need to get myself? I need to get one of those ice packs so I can keep myself cool during the summer. No, that's going to Baker Street. And I can't get the Central Line because it's all fucking closed. So I don't have change for you. I don't give change to no one out here. Because you don't know what they're actually after. You don't really know the real truth. Because I've heard of things like, oh, they're actually now, not all of them, but some of them like beg money for drugs and all that. You know, you don't really know the individual, so. Like, and to be fair, she did not look dirty at all. You can tell when they're homeless, because they'd be like all dirty and battered and all that. That is definitely not homeless or something like that. I'm confident. You can tell it's homelessness when they're like all scruffy, and that's homelessness. When they're wearing expensive stuff, brand new shoes, you know, no holes in the clothes and all that. Now there is a chance they could have recently been a bit kicked on the streets, but it's not really worth taking the risk, is it? because obviously you get a lot of scammers out here nowadays, but unfortunately that's the sad thing about this world. You get a lot of scammers. But here's the thing, I know all the tricks behind them. You know? Like, you know, if I get a scammer on the phone, I'm like, you know, and a really good tip is to never ever tell them what bank you're on. I always, like, you should always ask, like, what bank are they from before telling them. Because obviously if you say, oh, you're from NatWest or you're from Lloyds, they'll immediately say, yeah, this is NatWest, saying if this is NatWest, you know, whatever answer you give. Or asking if this is a bank that you don't use, you know. Anyway, get rid of the scam conversation, because that's not what we were doing. The central line's closed because it's fucking Stratford. So we're waiting for a bus to Piccadilly Circus. Hopefully it will be a 23, but is that a... Oh shit, there's my bus. Right, I haven't even got the pass out. And it's in a completely different place as well. So there it is, my bus to Piccadilly. And I will see you all at Piccadilly, and then maybe it used to later on or something, I don't know, but I'll decide when I get there to get a tube somewhere. Don't know where I want to go, but just so I can cool down for a bit. Because it is boiling out here. Oh, why has he stopped up there? Okay, so he's basically terminated last minute. Oh, this is taking the piss. Always got to be first bus, hasn't it? Should I jump on that? No. Always first bus, isn't it? They just can't run a bus, can they? Right, you know what we're doing. Right, 94's there. We got on, standing at the front again. This must have been the chillest driver I've ever had. No, I'm joking. Most 94 drivers are actually quite chill, to be fair. Even when it's full, you know, they never care where you stand, really. Well, on the lower deck anyway. I can't say anything about the upper deck because I don't stand on the upper deck on buses, because obviously it's dangerous. Yeah. There's the 94 that I've just come off. It's such a nice bus. I honestly like what they've done to Regent Street for VE Day last week. It's pretty nice, actually. So thank you, Sadiq Khan, Mayor of London, for doing this. I have strong opinions on him, but it can be nice sometimes. Sometimes he can. He can be nice to people sometimes, honestly. Anyway, see you wherever. have you gone that way? Oh no, it's going to Archway, isn't it? I find it ridiculous that we're waiting 20 minutes for a 4. Yeah? 20 minutes for a 4. That's supposed to come every 10. Well, it's been half an hour now, I guess. I made the previous one, but a stupid driver didn't let me on. And then she ran a red light as well. I've got a heavy water bottle in my hand as well. Do you think she expects me to run to the next bus stop with that? Bastards they are, Metro line. Just realised the 133 stop here to Kennington. So, we're going to get that. This is where we had the problem before with the 8, where it took about 2 buses to get one to stop. That driver was lucky, because if it was today and he did that, he'd have gone straight to TfL. I'm sure most of you've seen that video where the second day that came broke so hard that I think someone nearly fell to the floor. But he didn't let anyone off though, even though the bell was rung to let people off. But probably another one of them drivers who don't want to serve, even though they are required to, but there you go. Some drivers will just make their own rules. They think, oh, because the bus number ain't on the bus stop, they don't have to stop there. That's not what TfL agree. I don't think TfL would agree with that. I mean, it says and it even says on their buses on diversion stop here, but the one we're specifically waiting for is the 133. Now, Battersea Garage are a bit of a risk because they're not really that trustworthy. I don't really trust Battersea, to be honest, because of the amount of shit I've had to deal with them on the 159. Because the 159 drivers are crap, but there you go. Now, if I was driving the 159, obviously I would serve the stops on the diversion, because obviously that's what you're supposed to do. But some drivers will make their own rules up. And you get that with every company as well, you know. Some drivers serve bus stops on the diversion even though they're not supposed to, you know. Probably because they don't want to be harassed. But there you go. Manchester are probably the same. To be fair, I've heard most of the time the buses are shit in Manchester anyway, because I heard they don't really show up. Right, here's our bus to Kennington. Something's going on back there. Oh, there's temporary lights again. We love some good old temporary lights, don't we? These roadworks are just here for... To be honest, the roadworks are just here for the fun of it. They're not really needed. Most of the time they're put on for no reason. Right, here we go. That was easy. I got off at Borough instead, just as it'd be quicker to get home. Well, to get to South Wimbledon, as I really cannot be asked to deal with SWR today, man. And they already take the piss out of me every day, so I don't really want the mick taken out of me today with the Southwestern. Yeah, 388 and all that are diverted down this way as well. Right there, look. Mad thing.